Welcome back everybody to the JTG 2K23 video. Have some awesome content in store for us today and just really excited to be back posting videos. I know I had the internet up and working, but just got some other things knocked out of the house. If you haven't watched the previous videos, new house and brought some challenges along with it. But thank y'all for staying strong in this channel. We're almost up to, we're over 300 subscribers. Close to that 500 subscriber mark, so that's an awesome accomplishment for our channel that is not even 6 months old yet to accomplish. I'm super proud of it, but more or less super proud of what we've created as a whole here. Big shout out to Caden and his wife Haley for the support, asking where the next video is at. Well, here it is, and also with that being said, I didn't realize how many people were following the channel, so we'll put some more videos out and make it a little bit more regular. To explain this match today, it is going to be a 9-hole head-to-head match, which means it'll be match play. So that means if you win the hole, you get a point. If you lose the hole, you get a point taken away from you. First person to get 5 points wins, or whoever has the most points at the 9 holes gets the dub. So the only variation we're going to play is we're going to play a random opponent. We've already got the match ready to go. This is a random op, and they're going to be playing straight up regular golf. What we're going to be doing is once we use a club off the tee, we can't use it again, even on the par 3s. So if we use a 5-iron on the first hole, that means on par 3s we cannot use 5-iron. So it's going to make things difficult. I'm going to keep track on the top left screen, part of the screen here, showing you what clubs have been used. Obviously on the first hole we can choose any club. Any club's open for us. We probably shouldn't go driver here, even though the 10th hole at Pebble is very difficult. It's a tough long hole, and what's different about Pebble that I liked was the 9th and 10th green are nowhere close to the clubhouse. The 10th green is probably one of the more further spots from the actual clubhouse and property. Just a cool thing about Pebble. But we used 5-iron, so 5-iron cannot be used the rest of the holes. We are capped at a 5-iron off the regular, off the tee box. Now, throughout the fairway, we can use whatever club we want. We're not going to make that the challenge today. But as you can see, that's quite a bit of a disadvantage there. We're going 3-wood in this hole, and he's probably going to go 6 or 7-iron into it. And this is not a hole you really want to be going 3-wood on. Good shot there. That could have been a really bad shot. Have a putt at it. I think that would be good enough to tie it if he's an average player. If he's a really good player, that may not be enough. And that's what I'm worried about. Is on this format, it teaches you to get the ball close, but also be more strategic with your shots. I'd recommend going and playing this in real life if you have a day where you just want to play 9 holes by yourself. Go play this. It adds a little bit more strategy to it, other than just getting down to the tee box and ripping driver and just kind of halfway playing. This really gets your mind focused on how to hit these shots with more creativity. Oh, we almost make that for birdie. That would have been huge. Outside chance for birdie here. Pebble Beach's greens are stupid quick, and they break a lot. So I don't see too many bombs being dropped today, but we'll see. I thought he made that one. Those are two really good putts there. We'll finish these up for par and hopefully go through all square, which means no one got a point on that one, so we're both at 0 points. That's how we'll finish. We'll go to the next hole. Alright, so next hole, all square, 0 points for either one of us. We have 5-iron used, so we can't use 5-iron. I'd love to go driver here, but I think we've got to go 6-iron here. So 5 and 6-iron have been used. But I will say, of all the holes that I've played in my career, this is one of the most uphill sloped holes that I've played. I mean, it's 65 feet is what it's showing up to the hole from here in elevation. But it's just crazy that when you hit your tee shot, it slopes like this. So when you hit your tee shot, it's a stinger all the way up the hill because it's literally, the elevation is about the same as the ball fly. So when you're hitting driver, it's never getting above like 10 feet, probably 20 feet above the ground. It's just kind of crazy to watch and kind of a crazy hole to play. But what I'm worried we did here is we shot ourselves too far back to hit it. We kind of bailed out there. There was a lot that could have went wrong there because we're not supposed to be hitting a 4-iron into this hole. We'll watch what he hits here, but I mean he has probably 100 something yards out. No, he has 78 yards out. So I mean it's meant to be coming in with a wedge like this. But at the end of the day, this is the challenge that we put ourselves in. So we'll see if we can win. Unless he chips in. I will say chipping on these greens is stupid because they slope like this, and they make it hard for you to be able to stop the ball near the hole if the pins are around these edges. We'll try a flop shot here. Not a bad leave. Hopefully he doesn't chip this in. We'll go all square with a 4 and 5 iron. No, what 5 and 6 iron that have been used. So anything other than the 5 and 6 iron. Yeah, we'll go all square if we both make these putts, and that'll be a great start there. So 0 points for either one of us, which is not good for me because I like to get as many points as possible to make sure that we don't go to like the 8th and 9th hole because we're going to be running out of clubs. I mean, 9 holes, you only have 14 clubs in your bag. You do the math. I mean, so what? 5 and 6 iron, if you see to the screen there, are the clubs that we have used so far. So I think we're gonna go 7 iron here. Yeah, that's a good shot. That'll work out. Ooh, been nice to make a hole in one there, but you can only do what you can do. But with that being said, I like to kind of let everybody know this is kind of the style of play that we're going to go to more. It's going to be more of a competitive play, but also a lot of challenges that I'd like to play. This, like I said, is really good for you to get out and play on your own in actual golf. It teaches you a lot about clubs that you really don't use in certain situations, and keeps your mind open on the amount of shots that you have. There's never just one set shot that you should always be hitting. What an absolute bomb this guy. Alright, he's not going down without a fight, he said. This could be a tough putt for us for birdie. If we don't make this, he's going to get 1 point on us, and that's not a good start, especially on a par 3 that we had a good club into. And just left it low. Alright, he's got 1 point on us, so we're 1 down. Will be tough. But I think we got it in the bag. We might go driver here. I think we go driver here just to get a birdie back and tie him at least if he does make birdie, and eliminate, because momentum can get going pretty quick on these matches. So I say we try to put a nail in the coffin here on this hole. Stop the bleeding. We've used 5, 6, 7, and now driver. He bombed it. Alright, well, I like our angle into this hole. Let's leave it a little bit of an uphill putt. If you have a downhill putt on this green slopes just as much as that fairway did on that the last 2 holes ago. This green slopes like crazy. This and 15 slope like crazy, but we'll get a little bit of an uphill birdie putt. Great shot. I mean, that's exactly where we want to be at. Maybe a little bit closer, but we have an uphill putt. And that really makes me feel good about using driver there. That helped us secure at least a good chance at birdie. And this guy's probably thinking, like, why are they just now using driver? Used 5, 6, 7 iron off the tee. Does he? Oh, it's a little bit long. I thought he stuck that there. He didn't put enough spin on it. That's going to be a tough putt for him. So, I will say the last putt for him was a tough putt and he drained it. So, probably keep my mouth shut about commenting on his game here. But we hope he misses it and we get a birdie putt here. That'll put us back to even. He almost made it. He had bad intentions with that putt. He may not make that part. Let's just make this birdie putt and get out of the way. Not even worry about that putt for him. Excellent use of a driver. So now we've used 5, 6, 7 driver, and if we can't go for it, let's at least use like a club that we know that I say 4-iron. 4-iron would be good because we have what, a par 4, par 4, par 3, par 4. We probably want to save the 3-wood or the 3-iron for that par 5 last hole. Got a par 3. I say we save what? That would be the 8-iron. We'll save the 8-iron for the par 3, so that leaves a 3-wood. We'll use the 3-iron on the par 5. 3-iron. Alright, so we can use 3-wood on the next hole. Alright, we have 3-wood out on this hole here. We probably should have used 3-wood. We could have gotten there. I don't think so. That's pretty steep up the hill. We'll just lay this up, make our birdie from here. He's in the rough, which is going to make it difficult for him to get out of, especially going up this hill. We may have an advantage on this being where we're at. It goes to show you that, I mean, we hit 4-iron off the tee, and we're in better position than this guy would possibly be after 2 shots, after he used driver. So, I mean, people may make fun of you by doing this more on the course, but as you negate the big issues and negate putting yourself in bad situations, you'll score good shots. I mean, you'll score bad plays too, but you'll eliminate the triples, the doubles, and all those big numbers, and be able to post, you know, bogeys instead of doubles, and you know, like maybe a par instead of a double. But all right, well, outside chance for birdie for him. We need to stick this close, put pressure on the putt. 24 feet of elevation. For every 3 feet of elevation, that's a yard. 3 feet makes a yard. So, well, that's about 7-ish yards of elevation. Wind really not affecting it too much there. Woo! That's the pressure that we needed there. Like the par 3 hoodie, even though the par 3s is the only hole that we lost so far, but won't say much about that. Alright, boys. We make this putt, we go 1 up and get our first point of the match. Ooh, I thought we tried to miss that there, but good putt, good birdie, back to back. I don't think we can get there with 3-wood off the tee on that par 5, so I say we save the 3-iron for that. We'll go 3-wood here, try to get a little bit of an advantage, get the ball a little bit closer, get a wedge in. If we can go back to back to back birdies, get 3 in a row, I think we'll be pretty safe. I think we'll at least tie this hole and go, 3 holes to play 1 up and be able to play it fairly cautiously. With that being said, I don't think cautiously is the right play here, but I think we need to not get too far ahead of ourselves. Really try to hit fairways, really try to hit greens here, and I think we'll do all right. That is a ripped drive from him. Damn, 360. All right, well, that will be tough to beat, but we'll see what we can do here. We got, what, 89 yards, 2 feet downhill. I mean, it's going to play 89, maybe 88, 82 probably. 82 yards to the pin. I say we just pull it back here. Be a little bit, err on the side of being a little bit long. Alright, leaves us an uphill putt there. I don't know. I feel like this guy's gonna stuff it. That's a tough putt for us too, but well, we've seen some crazy stuff out of this guy. Well, we've learned to expect the unexpected with this guy. Big shout out to Monarch 2U. He doesn't know he's on YouTube, but he does now. Shout out to him for the match. It's a good match so far. Hopefully ends in our favor, but I feel like it's going to come down to the wire. Woo! Man, that would have been a nice putt to have, but not meant to be, not meant to be. Just this guy. Will he come back and make it himself a run here? Ooh, I thought he made that too. There's been a lot of putts that have been that close. Well, we'll move on to the next hole. Alright, moving over to the 16th hole. We've used 5, 6, 7 driver, 4 iron, 3 wood. And I think we're going to use 8 iron here. And we'll leave 9 and 3 iron for the next 2 holes. 1 up, 3 to play. Which means as of now, if we tie every hole out, we will play 18, all through 18, which will be the full 9. Which will be the most difficult way we could have won this match, but it is what it is. I would say a dub is excellent for sure with this format. It is definitely a disadvantage from him being a little flip wedge into most of these par 4s and us being 4 and 5 iron out. We have to play absolutely flawless to be where he's at on an average shot. Basically, if you don't play golf, that's pretty much the disadvantage we put ourselves at. But we're 1 up, needless to say, and absolutely roped that. Almost hit flag stick there. Flag stick hunting. But you expect anything different from us? Leave a comment below and let me know your favorite shots so far of the 9. Let me know what you predict is going to happen in the match and what you'd like to see in the future. I think we got to do something next round. Maybe if you make 3 1-putts in a row, you get an activation, you get 1 club back or a boost or something like that. Or if you lose a hole, you get an extra club deducted from you. Maybe fun, maybe make it more difficult, but we'll see what we can come up with here. Maybe leave what you think in the comments below. But we'll get into it. We'll dive into a couple different different formats rather. Thought I made that. And whatever y'all like to see, we'll post it up. I'm excited to see the different formats that blossom from this match. We're gonna go all or even on this hole, 1 up for the match going into the final 2 holes. That is a good spot to be in. I just hope 9 iron will work on this par 3 because I have to have the 3 iron for the last hole. I mean, the 3 iron is going to be clutch to have on 18. Luckily, 9 iron it'll make it over here. So you know, we'll hit 9 iron here and just get to the front edge of the green and have a 2-putt for par. Force him to make birdie to get to even for the match going into 18, but that is a tough pin position over there. You either have a 10-foot putt for birdie or you're off the green with a sand shot or something like that. So we'll see we'll see how our fate goes here, but there's gonna be a little bit left, I think. Left and short, yep. Wow, that'll be a tough shot for him. We'll see what we can do here. We'll have a tough putt in front of us. So this will be an interesting finish here, but you see that ridge we're going to have to deal with? It's going to be a pretty decent putt there. Yeah, that same ridge that kind of hurt him on that bunker is one that we're going to have to deal with here. You can kind of see halfway through this putt it just drops off and breaks to the left. So we'll aim for that. Hopefully get enough speed for the ball to get all the way up that hill. This looks good. I mean, right where I wanted to hit it to. Woo! I thought we made that for a second. That would have been a match. That would have been the game-winning shot right there. Because we had 2 points, and he would have had to have won both of those. He'd have to win 2 holes to get it back to even, and there would be only 1 hole left. So that's what you would call 2-1 in match play. We're going to go 1 up lead going into the last hole. If for some reason we do tie on this hole, it is sudden death. Closest to the pin wins it for a tiebreaker. 3-iron or pitch and wedge was my options. I'm going to go with the 3-iron. We left 3-iron there by design. And this is one of those holes, if you don't have driver, you're not going to reach it. So we're going to leave a 3-iron out. We may be able to reach it. That tree is pretty much the go point. Past that tree, you can pretty much go for it pretty easy. And you can see he hit it pretty far up there. Downwind, we may be able to get there. I would put on driver here, but I say just play it safe and let's just try to get a birdie here and get out of here. I'd hate to say that's a bad shot because that was there's a lot that could have went wrong there, but not the best. We'll see what we can do from there. Hopefully get that up and down for birdie and see what he does here. Yeah, we went 3 wood, not able to make it there. He's going 7-iron right now. So, I mean, that's just the difference that we have. He's going to have an eagle putt. Straight up the hill. So, I mean, that we got to get this birdie. Would have liked to see that closer. But straight up the hill for birdie. Alright, we're alive here. We have to make this putt to tie the match for this hole and win the match overall. Well, looks like we're going to be going into sudden death. If he makes this, we will go to sudden death. Yep. All right, we're going to sudden death. Means that whoever hits it closest to the pin wins if we tie. If we don't tie, then whoever has the lowest score wins. But this is for all the marbles here. We're going to go whatever club we have here. We're going to go 7-iron. We'll add maybe some rule changes in the future on this. I really don't know how to approach it, but I didn't expect to go for a tie. Woo! All right, so he has to stick it closer than 7 feet to beat the tiebreaker, or beat me on the hole. If we tie and he hits it outside 7 feet, then I get the dub. And that would be amazing to get a dub on the one and done challenge is what we'll call it. So yep, we hit it closer. Yeah, I thought it was gonna come down for a second. We hit it closer. So we have the dub if there is a tie. And hopefully he tried to make it. That was a good putt. He about made every single putt that he had today. He's a crazy good putter. You know that, or crazy bad putter. But he's on target with everything. We missed that putt. We're going to end in a tie here. Again, the tiebreaker goes to me. And that will be a dub for the format. A dub for JTG 2K23. So I want to give a big shout out to everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We'll have another format in the future. But until then, please like, subscribe, give this channel a thumbs up, and leave a comment what you'd like to see in the future. Thank you.